Welcome inside the Barrie Curling Club. It's Championship Sunday. I'm Brent Lang bringing you the action, and we've got all the medal games on the ice. This is it. This is what everybody's been working towards. We will be featuring the gold medal game between Team Prince Edward Island and Team Nova Scotia on the ladies' side. Both of these teams have earned the right to battle it out for the gold medal. PEI yet to lose this week, running through the round robin 6-0, and then kind of rolling through the playoffs to this point. 9-2 over Newfoundland, 8-1 over Ontario. A little bit tighter game against Quebec, but pulled away 8-5 in the end. Skipped by Amanda Power out of the Cornwall Curling Club and Cornwall PEI, and they will be up against Team Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia lost to PEI in the round robin 7-4, but did go through 4-2, got into the playoffs where they beat Quebec, Northern Ontario, and Manitoba to earn their spot in the gold medal game, skipped by Michelle Armstrong. And we'll get underway. Nova Scotia will be up first. Prince Edward Island will have the hammer in the first end. I would hope that's because they haven't lost yet. That should get them something in the playoffs.
Should be close. It should be.
Let's get a little tight.
We're underway here.
Be fine. Line's fine. Looks good. Just to the line.
Looking for a center guard.
Coming up. Yep. Bring it to the line.
Kathleen Porter,
It's all there.
lead for Nova Scotia.
Beauty.
Makes no mistake, and we're underway here. As I mentioned, there are 4 games going on. We've got right beside us the ladies' bronze medal game between Quebec and Manitoba. Beside them, Ontario versus Manitoba on the men's side for the gold medal, and Quebec and Northern Ontario for the bronze. See how Quebec rebounds after a heartbreaking loss in the semifinal against Manitoba. Curling's a cruel game sometimes. Janique LeBlanc, lead for PEI, has a super long list of accomplishments in curling already. 4 times at the Canadian Juniors, World Junior Champion in 2016 with Mary Fay alongside Carly Burgess, who she says is her BFF. So a lot of junior experience on this Prince Edward Island team.
What was that one? 4. Just not quite in the race.
Came up a little short, so we'll see if Kathleen can get around both of these right to the button and put some pressure on PEI early.
Okay, all the way. Hard, Abby. Hard, Abby. Hard right up.
This one's not moving very fast, and it's getting awfully close to the guard.
Bring it to nose. Bounce it off a bit.
So we got 3 center guards to start off here. Probably not exactly what PEI wants to see in the first end, but Prince Edward Island men's team is out rinkside, out in the Sleeman Bar right beside this sheet. I'm hoping they're cheering for their fellow Islanders, but you never know. See if Janique can get this one above the tee line, buried.
We're still all there. Okay. Front of the tee. Front of the tee. Go in. Finish it in front of the tee.
Looks pretty good here.
Sit. Nice shot. Okay.
Maybe a little bit deep, but PEI lies 1, pretty buried. Nova Scotia going to stick to that other side of the sheet. Doesn't really matter which turn you throw. Need this one on top of the button. Second stone, Abby Miller, probation officer for the Department of Justice. So
5, 6. Careful. Line should be fine. Where? 6.
she's played in 4
Yep,
of
line will be
these
good.
nationals.
Line
Oh,
will
a
be
little
good. Okay.
pickup there, but nobody
Cut it
Nobody
down.
touched the rock, so off they go.
Yep, keep going. Just drag it. Keep going. Hard.
This one's going to come up a little bit light, but very usable. Dangerous rock there.
Grab another. You got it.
PI's going to ignore it. Could nose it, but it is very tricky. It's very easy to hit that one on the high side, the left side as we're looking at it, and jam it on shot rock. So Emily Best. Team PEI says they're a team of 6. Apparently they're carrying a couple babies. Emily's 19 weeks pregnant, and it sounds like Amanda is 23, if I read that right. This one's tight to the guard here. This one's going to wreck, I think, but might spin into the rings. So it does lie 2. Nova Scotia going to hit and roll. Could draw in there. Would love to roll this one just kind of edge on edge, right? Whoa, that's a new one. Holy. Maybe, but I might be a little too shaky for the telecaster early. This one's got a curl to make any contact. And unfortunately, that's that straight spot that caught Quebec last game coming home. And
yeah, just a little wide of me.
Anything wide or back in that spot and you're in big trouble. Speaking of trouble, PEI drawn to lie 3, and this is the rock that I'm worried about if I'm PEI. Not a lot you can do about it now. It can't be taken out now because there's 2 yellows behind it, but this one looks a little bit light, maybe pulled the string here, so probably want to leave this one open just in case you need it later. And a little bit of a missed opportunity there. I don't think Emily would be super happy with that one.
Or we can try and play this. You want to play that? Or tap. Okay, it's just, I like just hack.
They're
Just
gonna
hack.
play the chase. This shot here looks a little bit easier to me. Bump it up there anywhere, or you could play it with weight and try and hit it right onto that one. It would, if made right, it would stay buried and be shot rock. This is just as hard, if not harder, and gives you a little bit less desirable result. So, but we'll see if Julie McAvoy can get the weight right here. Needs to be hack. Looks pretty good. I don't know that we're not carving this right into the top one. Oh, that was called perfectly. What do I know? Michelle had a plan, and that whiskered by the guard. Like, I don't know if you could put a piece of paper between this and the guard. Great result there. And now PEI's got to be a little bit concerned. That left side of the sheet, right side on the overhead here, is really locked off by Team Nova Scotia. Left side as you're looking at it there. But a chance to draw in and lie 2. And eventually, I'm going to keep talking about this rock until somebody does something with it. Because eventually that one's coming back. Sarah Spafford is a teacher. This is in Brudenell, PEI. Don't know where that is. I've been to Summerside and I've been to Charlottetown. We were just in Charlottetown for a Grand Slam of curling, and I got to give props to the local committee and all the people of Charlottetown. They came out in big numbers and made it a fantastic event. This one's going a little too far and won't stay for second shot, but does stay for third. Still going to draw. Problem now with playing this one that I'm going to keep talking about is if you miss it, you're going to open up second shot. So I like the draw here first, but I still think that one's coming back at some point. Julie McAvoy wrote down a whole bunch of curlers she looks up to over the years. Sandra Schmerler and her team, Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones, and then is a big fan of some of the best sweepers in the world, and wrote down Sarah Wilkes and Joanne Courtney. Hard to argue there.
Come to the back one, come to the back one.
The spot must be getting a little bit faster.
That's fine.
We can, yeah.
Back-to-back heavy misses by both teams, so.
Just a slower kick.
Slower kick, a little less weight. Want to take 6, 8, even 8 or 10 feet off of this one and have it come right down into the top of the 4-foot right there. It'd be really nice if it would kind of freeze right on the nose and line up on that back red one that was just thrown in there by Team Nova Scotia.
I don't think we can put it much right now.
It needs to curl. Wait for it, wait for it. Hey, start in the middle, start in the middle.
I wouldn't worry too much about the line. I think if the weight is good, it will always curl enough.
Really needs to dig in here.
Hard finish, hard finish.
Curl, 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 curl.
Getting good. Can they get it there for second shot? well swept, and it does get in there for second, and it's mostly buried, but now there's kind of a, I don't know if you've heard about this red one, top 12, but there's 2 to run it into now.
I mean, it's there. Yeah. It's easy.
Oh, I don't like it when the skip says it's easy. That's the kiss of death. Curling gods will get you for that.
Just the same as your like hack waiter, right?
Hack weight, okay.
Yep.
Don't have to whip this. Could throw it with some speed.
Yeah.
But if it comes back and kind of tick, tick, this one may just come straight back here anyway. So going to throw hack weight and try and plant it right there. Kill this one. And if made perfectly, we'll lay one buried behind a wall right on the top of the button. So big shot early, not necessarily the shot you want on your first shot of the game in a Canadian final, but you're a skip, so you don't really get to pick. Hack weight. See if Michelle Armstrong from Nova Scotia, see what she can come up with on her first shot of the first end.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
Yep.
this is light, they're saying.
Gotta go hard.
It's curling like it's really light. This might be on the center guard.
Gotta go. Okay, we're on the
Whoa.
Don't want to roll and guard that one that she was just trying to. Oh, that's disaster. Just really light, and now she's taken away kind of her savior shot.
Take another one just above that.
I think there's room.
Close to that guard, eh? Okay, I
Yeah,
really
as-
think it's probably good for me.
As Amanda said, we weren't even close to the guard on yours,
What was the speed?
So it's a little bit slower.
Sarah. So if I get anywhere near the guard and have the right weight,
Okay, for tolerance, it's a little light.
this one could end up right here.
Amanda?
And there's going to be really no way for Nova Scotia to get one in there.
It's getting a little quicker, so we're taking the hook. Yeah, turn to
15? Okay.
A good conversation there. It is getting quicker. We've seen a couple of heavy misses, so
So tuck a piece around and
If
light
you
as
can
our
get it right
tolerance.
into the fourth. Like
Yeah.
that. Exactly. Takes a while to move, but once it does, it curls in nicely.
You got it.
it's a big opportunity for Prince Edward Island in the first end. Skip Amanda Power looking for the outturn draw to the top 4 foot. Looks, they're saying heavy, couldn't be heavy here. They said all the right things, don't want to be heavy. Amanda looks a little concerned here. Starting to curl though. It's curling like the weight's really good.
Right over. Hard curl.
I don't know that it got over, just that hair heavier, it would have got in there for third. I don't know if they're third or not.
Their third shot.
Point ever, like just
Angled.
There is a little chisel.
in a bit.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Kind of come just by here, just hit the edge of this and try and chisel it sideways. Could move it in for second if you're really fancy. You could move it all the way to the
I
button.
just want to play it like
Just to here.
Paper thin, you almost got to throw like a hack
Where do
weight,
you want the broom?
hit an inch of it.
We just want to make sure we don't leave a double after. Yeah.
So
Right, girls.
Maybe, yeah. This side's a little heavier, so
Yeah.
I think you threw good weight last time for a draw.
For a just straight draw.
Yeah.
okay, good conversation there.
310, right?
I think she needs more than just straight draw here. I think draw weight's going to curl to the nose a lot of times. And the other thing she doesn't want to do is be heavy and nose this and tap it.
Playing.
Okay.
They might already be third.
So I'm throwing like hack here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right weight.
Just a little more than what I threw.
Final stone for Team Nova Scotia here in the first end of the Canadian final.
Back line! Yes, back line!
This is
Line's
tight.
great.
Yep.
I don't
line's
think
good.
line's
Stay
great.
On it. Stay on it. Hard.
Got to hold this straight. Can't get to the
Yeah,
nose
play
here
it
and
straight
take it out.
Hard.
Curl.
Oh, this is trouble if this is heavy.
Curl.
I don't know why you'd want to curl this. That needs to stop. And it doesn't. And it taps it so far that that same draw might be available for 4 points.
I guess I'm just drawing to right there. Okay.
Or draw beside it. They don't think they can come to the nose of it, but
Okay. It curled hard at the end, eh? What about here? Middle?
PEI with a big chance here.
They'll be
Doesn't look like they can draw right to the nose here. I think if it stopped here, this one would be fourth shot. So trying to draw kind of beside it, so it could just chisel off that. Anything on the high side of that, as long as it doesn't get fully to, you know, more than half, it should roll off a little. And
quite a bit further.
Yeah, don't hit a slight same or it was way to sleep yours.
yeah, they didn't have to sweep that one, so.
Tailing for the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Currently sitting 3, last rock to come here, first end for a fast start for Team PEI potentially. Here we go, Amanda Power out-turn draw. Doesn't have to curl really, it's always gonna curl enough, so just gotta keep this one straight actually. Gotta go for line. Gotta hold it straight. Can they chop off this one? Not even gonna try.
Nice throw.
Very close. It's 3 for sure. I think we're gonna see another measure. We get measures like every game. This will be about the 10th measure I've seen this week. 3 for sure for PEI and a super hot start. Call that even a dream start. Don't kick any of the rocks. There's a lot of them. Remember which 2 we're measuring here. I'm going to call it 3.5-0 right now. I can't tell. Those look awfully close. If I had to bet, it does look like yellow to me. A good end indeed. While we're waiting for the measure, let's get an update here. Bronze medal game. Team Quebec men steal. No, they didn't. They gave up one in the first and forced Northern Ontario to 1. So 1-0 Northern. Oh.
Pretty close to your first one.
I felt like I slid to the tight
Bronze medal game in the ladies. Quebec forced to 1 with the hammer. They're up 1-0 on Team Manitoba. And both gold medal games off to a quick start. Team Ontario snapping a quick 3 ball to go up 3-0. Sorry, did I say Team Manitoba? It's Team Ontario. Took 3 with the hammer. 3-0 for the hometown heroes.
huge difference in the other two.
This isn't really their hometown, my home province heroes.
5,
Yeah.
10 on the watch. Does it look like?
So here comes Bill.
Quite colder.
He had an unfortunate measurement early in the week.
Colder today than it was.
Bit of a malfunction, and the thing flipped over and moved the rock, unfortunately.
Could we order that a hot shot?
My room is getting dirty already.
Good shot.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Just about 1.5.
It did, and it's tricky that we just weren't getting the rocks in the right place.
Yeah. It's tricky in the first
Oh, this is super close. They're calling it red. I would want to see that again.
Okay, so you definitely were maybe because it looks like us.
Yeah.
Like quite probably it looks like us.
And what did he just call?
Right. I don't know how close it was.
Yeah, he's going to move the stick now to probably get a bit of a higher reading.
Well, they told us the rings were off, so
Probably want it to go to about 3 or 4 even. No, the last tick before the 2, so this one needs to get to 2 for good news for Nova Scotia.
Oh, yeah. So it's
It's 3, and that was a super close measure, but it is just 3 for PEI. 3-0 when we come back for the second end action.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. and all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back to Championship Sunday here from Barrie, Ontario. Everest Curling Club Championships. I'm Brent Lang bringing you the action, and there was lots of it in the first end. If you're a Team PEI fan, I gave them 3.5, but I have to take the half-point back. They only got the 3, but it was a super close measure. Any more roll on that shooter than it would have been for 4, but a tough draw, and Team Nova Scotia finds themselves in a little bit of a hole here. Don't have to think to get them all back at once. It's only the first end. There is 7 ends remaining at least, maybe even 8. Who knows, maybe we'll go double extra end. Haven't seen one of those yet this week. We've seen pretty much everything else. But both gold medal games start with the undefeated Ontario all week and undefeated PEI both getting 3 points in the first end. Neither of these teams need a big head start from what I've seen, but they've got them. Nice pair from Janique there. Nova Scotia's corner guard is higher than they'd want it. The reason that matters is because the more space there is between the guard and the one in the house, the more time the Rock has to curl past the guard to chase it and tap it out. Looking for the hit and roll here. Curl and maybe get the double instead. It's a good audible, and if that stays in the rings behind the corner guard, I think that's a good spot for Nova Scotia. Really good result there. You can see they were trying to hold this straight to roll towards the corner guard, but once it was going to over curl, heads up call by Michelle and try and make the double. And I would suggest that that one staying over there is even better than making the double. Spot curls a little bit, see if Jenny can hold this one. Gonna make contact but lose the shooter. So chance for Nova Scotia now. Straight come around, above the tee line. Maybe set up a multiple score of their own. All of the teams still in town, so you see a lot of the competitors out on the ice watching, a few more inside. Because this thing all wraps up with a banquet of all banquets put on by Everest. To celebrate not just the gold medalists, but we will do that for sure, but also all of the teams. And
try and get shot out of it.
It's not going to be shot, I don't think. Comes out the other side. You can see that on the wide side, so Amanda's just having a look.
Do you want to chase? What? Do you want to chase? I have, like, sure, what weight do you like at it? What weight? I have 2/3. Normal?
It's really hard to hear out there. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm running out of things to say, so I'm going to repeat myself. We can hear them clear as day, but they're on mic packs, and it's coming right into my headset. So I've played in this building from the time I was about 14, and it's always loud. So 9's about a normal takeout, a little harder than they wanted. This is pretty straight out here. Any piece will do the trick, though. Even sticks around. Made it look easy. And now that yellow one's in a good spot for PEI. Should Nova Scotia get one buried, might be able to promote that. You see Janique's sweeping on the high side to get it to curl.
A little more.
This one's gonna curl. That was a little soft on release, a little pointed towards the target rather than just straight out at the broom. So this is gonna curl like crazy, I think. Freezing on the very back one would be pretty good at this point. Just a little too strong. Going to roll out mostly in the open. And
Back 12.
Just control here, Sarah.
Do you like bumper control? I like control. Okay.
so enough room to even play control weight. Hit and roll to the broom would be pretty good. There you get a good eye on it. So Sarah Spafford played in the 2010 Canadian Juniors out of Nova Scotia. 3/4 of the PEI, the Islanders here, were born in Nova Scotia, I think. Or grew up in Nova Scotia by the looks of it. This one's on the guard. That was a pretty big miss there.
Yeah. No, we knew.
Break for Nova Scotia.
Or you want to come here?
What do you guys like?
I like over there.
I think, yeah, you want to go open side probably.
Whatever you like, Michelle.
Gotta be T or just back T.
Okay. I had
Michelle's saying
11.
T-line because
On
if it's
that
top
one.
8, there'll be a double or a hit and
So I
roll
think
over in
20,
front. And
15.
they can get this to the T-line though. It won't be a double, and it's late in the end. Be a good chance for Nova Scotia to
Line's
put
good.
2 on the board.
Wait only, girls. Behind T. Line's good. We're losing line fast.
Line's not overly important as long as it stays full 12 foot.
Yep.
They're losing speed. This might not get second shot. That's it. They did lose line there, over curled, and I don't even know if they got third shot. I would say they didn't.
Control, Sarah. You threw that nice. I'll give you more ice. Okay.
Okay, there's some good feedback. So they just misread the spot.
That was good.
Again, want to roll away from the yellow. Roll right to the center line would be good. Nose is fine though. She didn't say who's third shot. It's going to matter, especially if he knows it, because there'll be a double to lie 2 if Nova Scotia's third. But if PEI is, then there won't be a double to lie 2.
Any roll up? I think you're right there, though.
No mistake this time. You can see this double can be made for sure. Other color.
Yep.
Let's do it right if we're going to do it.
This is good.
And if this one over here is third shot, then they would lie 2. But I don't think it is.
10-5.
I think PEI is lying 3 right now.
10-5.
Hit and roll on top, or maybe the double would stay mostly buried behind the top one. That'd be a good spot for a red one.
Whoa, curl.
Julie McAvoy, we know this spot doesn't curl much.
Curl hard. Straight.
Yeah, over curling it now.
Sorry, I came over.
Did make a bit of a move there. I'm right behind the sheet and saw that. I didn't expect that to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Sorry, I forgot this guy. That's okay. Let's roll over here.
See, that made a big move, almost unnatural. In any event, PEI hitting to lie 3. Looking good to force Nova Scotia to a single point here. In the other gold medal game, Manitoba finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. If Team Ontario hitting to lie, well, as many as 4. And if a good roll is made, they could lie 2 buried in the 4-foot.
Gonna keep the weight up here. We're gonna throw normal.
Sounds
Yeah.
close.
We are.
Overrolled a bit, and Manitoba will be drawn against 4. Have to draw a better part of the 4-foot.
Okay. 9-5 or 10-5 here?
I'm gonna throw 9-5.
9-5.
9-5.
Practice the team to curl a little bit more.
You got it.
A little roll to center would be nice.
Yeah. You got it.
There you go. Amanda told us exactly what she's trying to do. Little roll to center. Important to stick around.
No! 9-2! Denise!
They know this spot. This is where they threw that chase. It's got a curl to stay. It's trying though.
Never off. Okay.
That's okay.
It's a good spot. In front of the tee line, no freeze available, so
Yeah, where do you want? What weight are you throwing?
I think the same as you, 10-5.
Is that good?
10-5, hit and roll behind the in between the two yellows, somewhere over here. Make it difficult, and if you rolled to a good spot, it would be very risky for PEI to play this run back, because if it was missed, it might bring in this one over here, which right now is fourth shot.
No, I think that's good.
More with the 9, but yeah. You got it.
Taking a little tighter ice than Amanda did and called less weight, so could be just knowing her out turn floats a little. Gonna have to really sweep this one to get any roll on the wide side. I don't think they took enough ice there.
Okay.
Pretty good. Change the spot at least. Behind the tee line, so she's gonna have an open draw or hit. And for the finals today, we've got a full-on camera crew out there. There are four people shooting stills and video.
Same weight here.
Just in case the Everest North American Curling Challenge happens again for these winners. I don't think it's been announced that it is or it isn't, so seeing those cameras out there has got to be a good sign. Getting what they call, I think, B-roll to do a bit of a promo video of some sort. Could just be for a promo video for next year's club championships. I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go. PEI final stone here from skipper Amanda Power. Outturn nose hit would be nice. Never got into any trouble this end. This one's tight though. Janique's having a big end to sweep in this end. Doing a good job of holding this one. I think they're okay. And hit or draw is the question.
Which,
Need to hit and stay. Sounds simple, looks simple from up here. A lot of pressure though, already down 3 and a hit against 3.
10-7.
Oh, don't want the skip to fall down there. That wasn't on TV, so never happened. This is tight ice again. I'd like to see some more ice. $10-5. We've seen this spot curl most of the week. Looked like a good throw to me. Got it out to the broom. This is tracking, and this is a lot harder than 10-5. And oh no, this has got to sit. Got to sit down, and it does. And we got a point on the board for Nova Scotia. 3-1 PEI with the hammer heading to the third end. We'll be back with the action.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
From cash spiels to grand slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
We're back for third end action here. Ladies gold medal game. Going to hand out some hardware today. It's out on the ice, just in case you weren't nervous enough playing in the Canadian final. They're going to bring out the hardware and remind you. Got some PEI curling royalty. Ryan Giddens tweeting out, hey PEI, we've got a team playing for a national championship. It's on right now. Let's show our support for these 4 ladies and help them bring home the gold. Gotta love the Islander pride. I think Ryan is like the F flight club champion somewhere in PEI, if I remember correctly. Guards slipping into the rings, which allowed PEI, Janique, to take a quick break from sweeping to throw a couple of rocks and hit that one on the nose. So good shot there and a good spot for that PEI stone. If I'm Nova Scotia, I would strongly consider throwing a guard on that guard. I think they called. Oh, they did call the guard. I like this call. And then I think there's a good chance you'll see PEI try and split that yellow one, whichever side they can see. Split it, roll it in the rings, and lie 2 and kind of get rid of a bit of a center guard. So it's tricky though. That's perfect guard. So I'm just going to play the come around. So jumped on it right out of Janique's hand here, thinking it's light. Again, don't have to really worry about line here.
Top 12. Just top 12. Hey, can you switch? Get a tuck buried? Or a piece buried, sorry?
I think you might want this to stay open, actually. Not a bad spot, very usable. Time for Nova Scotia to decide. Are we hitting or are we just going to draw around everything? Because that is a bit of a guard. I don't mind just this draw, even if it goes back 8. Need to get a little action going here, get some rocks in play. Still lots of game left. That didn't sound great. Just gonna wreck on the middle one and maybe chip it in. Oh no. Oh no. Not ideal. Unless you're cheering for PEI, then it's very ideal. As the PEI fans are thumbs up. We don't cheer for misses, but it can still feel good when it happens. Right? Oh, we got some Nova Scotia fans too.
Sink it in.
I don't believe you're from Nova Scotia without your hat though. Where's your, what's it called? The sou'wester. No. It's raining out there now. You need it today. So could peel the guard here, but feeling like this is a chance to really turn the screws on Nova Scotia and put some serious pressure on them with not a lot of risk. So want this one probably top 8, top 4, mostly buried. Starting to really curl now. This might get onto the yellow one. Losing some speed. Bounce it off that one at all. Yeah, that's a good spot. Well swept, and PEI lies 3. There are a couple of ways to make a double off that one. Needs to have some speed here though, because this second one has to go all the way across the rings. 10 does not make a double here, I don't think. But getting that shooter to roll into a good spot is probably as important as anything. Still on the high side. Still on the high side. I'm going to roll a little bit high. And big trouble here for Nova Scotia. Do we go open side if you're PEI, or do you go right in there? Yeah, probably right in there again.
Same weight. Yeah, same weight.
This is getting dicey if you're Nova Scotia. Already down 2 points to a team that has been just rolling.
Pass to the same.
don't want to be heavy here. I know they called tee line like we want to bump it. The line looks pretty close.
Calm down now. Whoa, Janique. We're still to it. If anyone, Janique. Go, Janique. Go. Easy. Easy.
Want to get right to the nose here. This looks really good. Yikes.
That's good.
That's big trouble.
What do we have,
I
guys?
don't even really see any easy doubles. Maybe on this side, could you hit that? And might even get them both.
Back line.
That's a very straight line.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Nose.
a 10-5's good.
10-5.
Good call. Leave the shooter in a good spot is the key here. So Michelle made a great line call here in the first end that I thought was wrecking. So she knows this spot. Kill one of the yellows, stay right on top, and PI will still lie 2 when this is done.
Curl. 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 Hard.
Uh-oh.
Hard.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Doesn't poke it far enough to leave a hit and roll. Just got this one wide of the intended line of delivery, and I don't think the weight was too far off. Probably a little heavy. I think she's calling it 10-5, but PEI just rinse and repeat. Same shot, I think.
Or here. Yeah. I like that. Like this better?
I think.
Yeah, I like that better. I think.
Okay.
This one's just really open. That's why I say that.
They're both good. You just know the other one better.
All right, sir, you got it.
So the 2 shots are a draw here or a draw here.
Get in that way.
Just looks like there's a little bit more room over
Both
here.
ways in is the problem. I can't block both.
Well, you could.
Well, one looks more natural.
You can come down and bump this rock a little bit there and stay right there, and that would kind of block both.
You got it, Sarah. Just easy.
Still no easy doubles for Nova Scotia. They may have to draw their way out of it, but nothing's behind the tee line yet. So if I'm the sweepers here, I'm thinking, let's make sure we're not heavy and bump anything and roll off and leave a way in.
T back 4, back 8. Back 4, back 8. Back 4.
Might want to sweep this by if it's back 8. Got to make a decision. Can't hit like half of this and roll open. Really making a move now, but this isn't gonna be good.
Hey, roll off, roll off, roll off, roll off, roll off. Okay, shoot.
Yeah. Just with a 10?
So it wasn't super heavy, just didn't quite get the line.
Gonna try and hit this thin first.
You might be able to get. This one's going to be fun to watch. There to there, and it might spin up into here.
9.
Something good happened. There's some applause over there. I think Team Ontario Lion 2 with the hammer up 2 already. 3-1 game over there, and yikes, that one's getting a little bit ugly early. So double takeout on the way here. Needs to hit this one thin. She's got it on the inside. Anything on the inside will be good news for Nova Scotia.
Nice.
Oh, but goes right between them. How's your luck? And the back one stayed, I think. So kind of got in between the hit and roll and the double. Needed to hit it thinner for the double. I think this yellow one stopped and nobody swept it. Oh, it did stop. That's expensive. Nova Scotia's going to need to phone a friend or something here. They're in big trouble. Sarah Spafford now to the in-turn draw, and if she can just freeze one right on the yellow one that's already there, I don't know. Nova Scotia might have to switch to the draw on the other side and risk losing the game in the third end.
Stay straight.
Line looks pretty good if they can get it there.
Curling a bit. Make sure it's biting.
Need this in the rings. Line's really good.
Yep, leave it, leave it.
That's okay, Sarah. That's great.
Okay. Not bad, actually. I would love to have that in the rings. Just another, foot and a half of weight, but
Do we ever try and hit that too? Or do you want to?
this is the 2 here. Could hit this thin. It probably just jams there and your shooter rolls out.
I know.
Not awesome. Could draw to where the brooms are, right there.
Really, like, we hit that, they were jamming.
And it just leaves us wide open. I think it's just like a calling for a 4.
You got the end off.
Can't have.
They do have somebody whispered it. That is there.
Yeah, Yeah, it's
The
super
redirect.
thin.
The redirect, yep.
I don't like that out there, but
There's nothing you're going to love here, I can promise you that.
Or you draw. Do you guys like a draw?
no, I think we go this way. If I,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do it.
That look good?
So they've switched to the draw, and of all the bad options, which that's all they have is bad options, this is the best of the bad, I think.
That looks good.
Even if it went way back 8 and it was buried and out counted the top one,
I can see a third, I'd say.
the hit is just going to jam, though. I don't think you get anything good out of it.
But I could. It's definitely there.
Eating up some time clock here, but this is a crucial situation. Already down 3-1, and need to find a way to either steal or force to 1 or even force to 2, and you still got a game. You start giving up 3 or 4, and might be time to start thinking about getting ready for the banquet. So big shot here for Michelle Armstrong. She made a bunch of good draws last time when she was on this sheet.
You're way out there?
I don't think the line's far off.
Stay with it.
This should curl, especially lefty in turn. It's actually getting tight.
That's good. Line's good.
Line's getting close.
Line's getting real good. If the weight's right here, she's got a hell of a shot coming in.
Curve it. Go, 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 go.
Oh, they left it a little bit. Could have swept that a bit more, but pretty good effort there. More than about half buried.
I think I try to get to the inside of it and push it back.
Yeah, I almost prefer to go top 8 on that side on stairs.
Go back line or?
Going with the back line, I might just throw like a normal weight or a firm weight down there and just pick it out. There is a yellow one back here that you can't see. They're talking back line and getting to the nose. That's really, really difficult. She may change her mind when she gets to the hack, would be my guess. Because it's not going to look. Stu Brown, you're a good man. I don't care what Furby says about you. You are the press.
Back line weight. Try to get into there and push it back.
Wait, sorry?
You guys like this?
Back 8 weight?
Yeah.
Back line shot.
Back line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's still running like a 15-20 for like a T line.
So she's sticking with it. This is a great shot if you can make it. It is possible to probably just get to enough to stay right there. My concern would be jamming it there, killing that one, and then rolling there and leaving a hit and roll. That's the best way for Nova Scotia to get buried. So if you just pick it out, she's going to have to play the same draw, and she might make it better. But it's really a draw against the loss. This is a tough shot, but Amanda's been up to the task on pretty much everything so far. This needs to curl. This really needs to curl. It should, if the weight's close, it should get a piece of it. This is getting tight to the yellow, getting real good.
Keep going, 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 keep going.
Does it tap it only far enough to lie 2?
You don't need to throw, you can throw whatever.
But just a great weight control. If that's heavy at all, that doesn't get to that line. And committed to making the harder shot and almost made it perfect.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Tiny bit more.
So if I'm Nova Scotia, the hit and roll is great, but man, it's tight.
Play board here.
If you were ever able to draw one right there, you got them forced to 1. Anywhere in front of that, close to it, you're probably going to hold them to 1, maybe 2. If this is nosed, there's going to be a slash double for 3. If it's anything high, you're going to jam it, and they're going to draw for 5.
Board.
So I guess that makes this a pretty big shot. Third and final stone for Michelle Armstrong and Team Nova Scotia. Need another big one out of their skipper here. She made a great shot on her first.
Yes. Whoa! Yes! Yes!
Yes is definitely the right call here. Oh, they got to hold this one straight. This is turning towards that guard. Oh, fortunate. Not a total disaster. Leaving a hit for 2 for PEI, but that was millimeters away from real bad.
Make it good.
Great sweep. Just feathers the top one. it feathers it any thicker, you can see that yellow would have come back on the red and the shooter would have spun out the side door. And all of that to say,
Nice control. Hit for 2.
hit for 2 here, team power from Prince Edward Island. Cornwall Curling Club, hopefully they got it on at the club and there's a rockin' good party going on there. We'll see. Maybe they'll send in some pics.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
The old curling watch party. Nose hit, lots of room to roll inside. If it ever does track, there is an accidental double for 3. The spot's been fairly straight this week, but Amanda's been nailing the weight, which is so important. This one's got a curl.
Really hard.
Needs to audible here for the double, I think. Oh. Just keep it straight and clean, double for a million. Accidentally 3. Fortunate there for Team PEI, but it doesn't matter. 3 more points are going on the board, and they've got a 6-1 lead after 3. Clap it out, PEI. That's some exciting stuff. We'll be back for the rest of the action right after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget the brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on. Well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one little piece.
You make moments like these possible.
And a fortunate break there for Team PEI. Not that they need any breaks playing so well, but Amanda was playing the nose hit for 2 and got it a little wider than expected and into that straight-ish spot edge of 4-foot and ended up making the half rock double for 3 points, which is better than 2. They only got a 6-1 lead, and Nova Scotia's really got their work cut out for them. Right next door, Quebec ladies with a big steal of 2 in the third end against Manitoba to go up 3-0, but they're in some trouble here in 4. Manitoba with the hammer and a bunch of rocks in the house. And then somehow in the men's gold medal game, it looked like pretty much a guaranteed 2 for Ontario in the third end, but no such thing as a guarantee in curling because Manitoba stole one. So this one's going to slide into the rings, sit, stop, do something. PI is going to get to hit that. So it's 3-2 Ontario, man with the hammer.
Okay, just a 10-5.
Nothing really in play other than a tight center, so good chance for a blank end there in 4. And in the men's bronze medal game, Quebec up 3-1 with a big 3-ender in the third. So Northern Ontario down 2 with the hammer playing 4. That gets you up to date around the rings. This one's curling. Nick's going to nose this one. It's going to be in the rings, but potentially usable as a corner guard. Nova Scotia's got a stick to getting a corner guard up. Corner guard up. Got to have a corner guard. Need a guard, yep. So halfway. It will be in the free guard zone, so PI will not be able to remove it. And I think you'll probably see PI throw another one into the 4-foot area, and then we've got a few rocks in play to Nova Scotia to try and generate a couple of points.
2. Just 2. 2. Yours, I think, Abby.
It's good.
No mistake this time.
Yep.
in a good spot. And you can see that one top 12 is almost acting as a guard. She's walking right up to guard it.
Cut 12? 3-4. Yeah, 3-4.
Keeping the hammer down. A blank end I promised you in the men's game just went away. Looks like Ryan Marnick maybe flashed the peel. Manitoba just had a free come around.
Hey, Sarah, coming down a bit.
Anyway, I'm trying to watch too many games. Problem with trying to watch multiple games is you don't really see any of them. At least I don't.
Hard, Sarah, push.
Hard, try to get down the center line. Push, push, push.
There are 3 different games being streamed.
Hard finish, hard finish, hard finish.
Okay,
Only one with commentary, and that's You're Stuck With Me. It doesn't curl enough there. Now for Nova Scotia. Got some chances here. A couple of guards up. Only one rock in a real dangerous spot in the 4-foot.
I like bumper here, Abby.
See if Abby can be the one to kind of spark the Nova Scotia comeback here with a perfect hit and roll behind the corner guards.
Look forward. Yep, you gotta go then. Where? Please. Forward. Bump, bump. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is close. I think we gotta sweep it though.
Hard, 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 hard for the roll. Hard, hard, hard. Hard, hard, right over, right over, right over.
So close. Well thrown. And rolled a pretty big piece buried, but not fully buried. And PEI has seen this spot. They threw this in the second and the chase, and they over-curled, so they know there's some curl here. I would suggest that that ice is a little bit tight. Good throw, but I think they're going to need to sweep this one the whole way.
Hard as you can, hard as you can. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, Janine, you got it. Hard, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Not quite. I just don't think that was enough ice. I'm right behind it, and looked like a really good throw. It's just there's some curl there. Makes sense if the in-turn on the edge of 4 is straight, that the out-turn going across it would be curling.
What do you think? Behind the center? Corner. Okay.
I didn't see the call here. Looks like maybe they're going to guard it, or are they drawn around that yellow? I think they should be going around the center here.
Line's a bit tight.
Top 5. Top 8.
Okay.
It sounds like they're drawn right to the red one. Grouping their rocks is a little dangerous. Easy to set up a double.
Top 8.
Hard. Top 8. Hard.
OT.
Hard. That's fine. Hard, 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 hard.
Bump it, get some separation. That's pretty good. Double's probably there, but you got to get awfully close to the top one.
Control weight.
So we'll see if Sarah Spafford remembers this spot. She did throw this spot, and again over curled. Sticking with that ice, I think they could take a little bit more ice.
10, 10, 5, 10,
She got that one a little bit more back than the first. This one shouldn't hit the guard.
Emily, curl.
Really wants to stay here. Getting close to the double.
Okay, follow the roll. Yes, roll, 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 roll. Hard, 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 hard.
That is pretty good. That's mostly buried behind the center. Didn't make the double, but
Shoot, sorry, Sarah.
so you can see they can just see all of that rock. Hits about 2/3 of it and rolls across center.
You can play back line if you want.
Yeah.
Sure. Just back line.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Even back 8, back 12's fine. Want to pass?
You thinking 20?
For back line 10.
10. Okay.
So backline chase here. Julie McAvoy probably going to leave a double no matter what you do, but try and get to as much of the nose as you can. This one looks pretty good.
Curl! Hard! Curl! Hard, 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 hard! Hard all the way! Hard all the way, hard all the way.
Hard roll. Go, 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 go.
I don't think you want to roll that. Pretty good. There is a double though. Not going to take it on. The double would be on the other side, kind of the tick spin. The other shot is you hit and roll in front of second shot. I think if I'm PI, I want to keep this as close as possible to second shot. Ooh, that was tight. Just might accidentally make my shot.
Trying to stick the hit and roll.
Right.
So break there for Nova Scotia. Gotta get around the center guard.
Go here. I don't mind that.
Whatever
Probably freeze on it though.
I think that would be good. You want her to draw. You're grouping the rocks again. I'm not a huge fan of this, but it did work so far this end.
25?
25, I'd say 30 even. 25, 30.
So trailing by 5, a chance to get to lie 2. Need a couple of points here to get back in it. All the other games are in the 4th end break, so we are a little bit slower. Nova Scotia took up a lot of time last end when they got into big trouble.
Gotta go.
We're to it.
All right.
Line looks real good.
Like back 12.
Bumping. Sit. Sorry.
Oh, that was not, we should have ripped off that.
That was very tricky. How did she draw? Look where she draws through here. If somebody told you had to do this, you could never do it.
Might be able to get the little double there too.
That is impossible to do. There is a double though. And I don't know whose shot. It looks like, yeah, I do know whose shot. The top one for sure.
Are we second?
Close.
Yes, this is second up here.
I'm pretty sure it's us.
I don't know whose shot between this guy and this guy.
10-5?
Yeah.
But either way, yellow's going to come down, hit and roll over here.
Yes.
And lie 2 could make this double as a bonus.
You got it.
To keep the pressure on, PEI's first skip stone in the 4th end here.
10, 10, 5. Yep, 10, 5. Yep.
A little tight. This could be trouble, folks. Gonna take out second shot too is the biggest problem, and now Nova Scotia's about to draw to lie 3 maybe. I don't know who's second. Let's see if they'll tell us.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It does matter.
It's true.
If you're not second shot, you need to come over here and play a freeze here and just bump that so you do lie 3. There won't be any super easy doubles.
That good?
Yeah.
I do think it matters who's second shot here. This double is very makeable. That's probably
Yeah.
PEI's next shot.
House. Not deep.
But for now, right there. Buried, full 4. With the score the way it is, there's no way that PEI takes on the freeze.
I think a 25 should be okay. 25 to 30. Drag it. 25 should be good.
I can't see the time clocks, but Nova Scotia, they've got to be burning up the time here.
I think you gotta go.
You're way out there.
I think you gotta.
Way out there.
Doesn't really matter the line here. That needs to be second shot.
Curve.
Keep her going.
So the time clocks, there they are.
Well, not deep. Not deep.
So 16:52. So
Not
they're
deep.
actually not slow. I think they start with 32 or 34 minutes. So good shot there from Michelle Armstrong, and Nova Scotia lies
I probably could never get the inside like this.
2 for sure.
There were 2? Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Both of those back ones.
that's the scoreboard play.
Through it, so we know what it does. Yeah. Okay. Here, control.
So I think what they're trying is this double here. So hit and roll somewhere over there.
Double the back 2 red. So
Yeah.
stop for 2, but 2 is better than 3.
Okay, what kind of weight are we thinking? Control?
I think
or?
the same I just threw.
Yeah.
the shooter, even if it rolls out, you're not too worried about that. It's just make these two go away.
Let's just make sure we stick the shooter. Or not stick it, but keep it in the rings.
Definitely.
You make sure, yeah. We'll see what happens here. It's hard to make the double and stay, but it's possible. Final stone, Prince Edward Island, 4th end with a 5-point lead, but in some trouble here. This one's tight again. I don't think they're making the double here. They got to go just to stick around.
Okay, hit roll. Roll. Little roll. That's okay.
Pretty good roll there. So now they got to figure out whose third shot.
I don't know if there's any way.
Just a bit more than that.
I don't think we can get this pass and stay in.
Well, you can. It just you got to come this way
You'd have to throw it really soft.
and just chip that over there, and your shooter goes here.
Let's
There's
do it.
plenty of room to make that if you knew you were third, but they don't know, so they're not willing to take the risk. They're going to draw for 2.
It's really close, and I don't know if it's worth the risk. Because it'd be pretty hard to hit it out and not roll out.
We get our 2 here and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's get our deuce.
yeah.
Same shot.
So same throw. Michelle's out turn for the left-hander. And we should have a 6-3 game after 4. Michelle can just replicate her last throw.
What'd you get?
Okay, you need full 8. You gotta be full 8.
Don't think there's any trouble here.
Looks good.
Well played end by Nova Scotia, and I think both teams are semi-happy there with the 2 for Nova Scotia, and we will have a 6-3 PEI lead with the hammer. We're going into the 4th end break. We'll bring you the second half of the game after a quick break.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Grip her first.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice, to leave behind a legacy.
We sort of talked about the prerequisites to get in. You can't be on a current team that's doing the circuit, but there's still a lot of high-level curlers. Can you give us a sense of just how good the competition is at an event like this?
Yeah, I mean, I've done probably 5 or 6 draws this year, and then the last couple of years we've done it, and every province is responsible for making their rules. So certain provinces, depending on what they decide, but a good example is Team Saskatchewan. Aaron Schucher is the skip, and if he had won that tiebreaker at the Tankard last year, he would have been banned from this event for 5 years. Whereas the Nunavut guys, they've all been to multiple Briars. You look over New Brunswick, Jeff Lacey, Peter Case. I mean, I've played them in a handful of Briars. So it depends. It goes province to province. So I don't know all of the rules for all of the provinces and territories, but the idea is that there's still a place where regular jobs, family, everything else, and they still get a chance to go out and play there once or twice a week and win the club championship and go on to something. I kind of liken it to the RBC Scramble in golf, which is a similar idea, but our advantage is we don't have to have handicaps. That's too easy to cheat.
Welcome back to the second half of the game here. 6-3 lead, great half by PEI. And Nova Scotia has some work to do.
Line's good. She extend.
Abby close. Abby close.
Line's fine.
2.
Two's great. Two's great. Yep. That's good there. Great. Nice throw.
Good.
So center guard goes up, and for PEI, you're not going to see them throw any guards unless they get into a really good situation that's worthy of a guard. But odds are they're just going to try and get shot rock and keep filling the rings and hit anything they see that's red.
Right now, Broom. Quite a bit of range. Yeah, weight's good. If you can, Sarah. Needs to get at least a piece tucked. Yep.
Good shot.
Good weight.
Sorry, that was us to jump there.
No worries.
So could play the freeze, could throw another center. Both good calls here.
Good shot. You threw a great weight, you just jumped it a little bit.
Oh, that's okay.
You just jumped it.
Abby's rock.
Back 8.
Where?
So seeing back 8 here. Wanting to just freeze it on the nose, on the face of the yellow one.
Curl.
Give her to it.
No bumping.
Needs to curl. Not going to get quite the right line here, and if it's heavy, it's going to bounce off just like that. Just
Right around.
inches heavy, and chance for Janique here to hit and roll right on top and really put some pressure on Nova Scotia. Somebody on Twitter was asking what happened to the last shot in the Ontario game in 4. Sounds like it was pulled off before it was thrown. I think probably Jordan just knows it was going to be a blank and doesn't want to waste any slides. When you get to our age, you got a certain number of slides left, so wants to save them for the second half of this game. They're up 1 with the hammer, playing 5. This one looks really close. Just actually perfect. And Nova Scotia's just got to feel like every little mistake we make is capitalized on by these PEI ladies. They're just playing so well.
Just play to it. Just D.
Back 4. T.
So try and bump these around, get something back button that you can freeze to later.
Top 4. Where?
Top 4.
Whoa.
T.
Hold on. Careful. Yup. Curl.
This one looks pretty good. Does it have enough pace to bump it? It doesn't.
It's fine.
Right.
Angles aren't too bad for PEI. I think they'll probably peel this corner, the center guard. There is no corner guard. She's not racing up there though, so she's thinking, keep the pressure on. They are lying too. That middle one is really locked in there because they're in a straight line like that. Anything that hits the red is going to hit the yellow, and that one's just going to stay right there. So I want this one. This one's getting tight. Top 12. Split the center line. Line looks pretty good. Want this in the rings. Well thrown, well swept, and again, another pretty much perfect shot. So if you're Nova Scotia, how do we get some pressure on them here?
Gotta play something here.
Back 4.
Do you like coming to it?
Okay.
Janique says one of her people she looked up to in curling was Robbie Doherty. That must be a typo. Hey, Robbie? Robbie's one of the good guys from PEI and involved in the slams. He has become the voice of the Grand Slams. See him starting tomorrow. The Grand Slam in St. John's, Newfoundland starts on Tuesday. I'm heading there straight from Barrie to do pretty much the only thing I'm qualified to do, I think, and that's to talk about curling.
Through or?
That's okay.
Maybe mid.
Guards lined up, and I remember I told you that PEI wouldn't throw a guard unless they looked really good. Well, this is what looking really good looks like.
Top 12? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 3-4. You get it, Emily.
It's the same weight.
So actually throwing a guard, which probably doesn't feel right, up 3 with the hammer playing the 5th, but could have played, I guess, the out turn, come around on the other side to lie 3, but right now I just, yeah, this one's really dying.
Go, get it over. Over and off.
Big sweeping end again.
I think it picked.
I think it picked.
Does the trick though. So if I'm Nova Scotia, I want to try and find a way to get a rock right there, right where she's tapping. But so if you get by this guard tight, will it curl enough? Need a bit of a remote control.
Try that.
I don't know if that's there, but we'll try it.
I'm of the same opinion. I'm not sure, but I think it's close.
15? No.
I don't see many other options. The other options you draw around here, but that's a really small area to draw to. The men's gold medal game in the 5th end. Ontario makes the open hit against 2. Up 4-2 in a tight game there. Manitoba, the young guns will have the hammer in 6. This one's got to slow down, trying to go sideways. Will it stay for second? Not quite. Very good effort. The downside is now you just showed PEI how to do it. They're going to try and do it now.
Okay, block that draw.
Could go right. This is the best way to block the draw.
Light's okay.
Make the draw.
Right on top, full 4. That's great, but top 8's good.
There you go.
12's okay. Yeah.
I got a
Bronze medal games. Manitoba ladies steal a point in 5, so they now trail Quebec 3-2. Quebec with the hammer and a 1-point lead playing the 6th end. And the men's game, testing my vision, it's all the way across the Barrie Curling Club here. And there's a bunch of cameras in the way. It looks like it's 3-3. Quebec with the hammer in 5. But it looks like they're in some serious trouble.
Really out there.
This has got some curling to do. If the speed is good, though, it'll really finish here.
It's coming down. It's like top 8 now.
You want to curl this. Don't let them get to the inside. Got to curl this.
Great shots there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spot.
That was, yeah.
Absolutely no way in now for Nova Scotia.
I think so. Can we move anything around?
You can draw here.
That draw is there. I wonder if you could get through here with back line, chisel off that and go in there. That'd be pretty crazy, but the other thing is try and hit this into the yellow, make a double, open up the forefoot, open up the draw path.
Whatever.
Would you rather draw or hit?
Whatever you like.
Could draw right to where her broom is. Even if it's, you know, a piece buried beside it, it's jammable there for second shot, but
20? Just a little slower. A little less. 25.
so big shot here. Very, very precise. Need full forefoot even side of the button for Julie McAvoy. Final third stone for Nova Scotia in the 5th end. Gold medal game. All the marbles on the line here. Line's gone. Roll that off so it's usable maybe. It is usable, I think. So you heard somebody say he knows it.
Control.
If he knows this, then this might be able to do that and move these yellows, so I'd be a little bit careful. I don't think he'd be upset if he hit and rolled right in on the low side. Leave them that draw again. That's no picnic. See what Sarah comes up with here. This is that spot where they accidentally made that double. It's going to be on the high side. Maybe make the back double again by accident. Almost. I can feel the tension from the PI fans over here. Didn't like that it was hitting it on the right side. Felt some excitement from the Nova Scotia guys, but I think it's actually better it rolled off there. That rock's not all that usable other than for an in-off maybe into that one.
Yeah, you kind of just have to get by this and sit.
So they're committed to making this draw. See if Michelle can pull it off.
I don't see anything else. You? I didn't see anything here.
Here?
Yeah. Little more, I think, Julie. Yep. Even a sliver more. Yep.
I did not. Got 20. 20 to 25.
All right, girls.
So pretty self-explanatory. You got to draw the button.
Just top 4. Full top 4 is perfect.
Full top 4. Cut him down to 1. A force here keeps you in the game. Left-hander in-turn draw.
Lots of room.
Just a 4.
Okay, all the way then.
3.
Okay.
It's way out there.
Okay. Might as well carve it.
So not her best effort. But that guard is now making the draw easier, so PEI is going to have to take on this draw. Can't leave this shot right here for Team Nova Scotia, so anything on this line that's not behind the tee line, that's where you'd walk it down to. If you could place a stone, you put it right there.
does she have if I do that?
20, 25.
She might run that in there and try and pick one out, but
She doesn't really even have that. Yeah. So here, and if we tuck a piece, so then I have.
so this is now, if it's here, that's dead buried because the guard is on this line.
Okay. So I threw one here before when I threw to edge of 4, and it actually curled quite a bit.
Very, very good opportunity here. One good come around away from locking up 2, maybe 3 points here.
We just need to make sure we don't leave her like a hit and roll in, right? So I think minimal ice, and then if I ever went there, that's okay. Okay, yeah. Still good speed here? Yeah. Okay.
So good conversation there. I think they found the right shot. You heard Amanda say we can't leave her.
Get the curl in and make it good. That's great. If we block her draw, really that's like her shot right now. It's that draw. So.
That is her shot.
2025 will be like your top house range.
Okay.
So she's right. If it stops here,
Oh, there's a hair.
how does Nova Scotia get in there? They're going to have to play like off this guy. But this is a chance. I think if you drew it right there, you're going to win this game right now.
Let's make it good. Remember my one here a couple ends ago, it dug really deep at the end? Yeah.
Yeah, good conversation.
You got it like you can.
This team functions better than most club teams. That's why they're in the final, I think. But great communication.
16. Where?
Line looks good. Getting a little tight. I think they've left this a little too long. It's not as hard as they said it was.
Shoot, sorry.
I could have made that perfect, but you see it does block off that path, and
I think we can.
Nova Scotia
Gonna have to go up.
thinking they can get the side of the 4-foot here.
More?
Yep.
I've learned to never say never because I'm almost always wrong when I say that, but I guess there's room. If you're dead buried behind this one, I mean, you're never getting shot, obviously, but you want to cut this one out.
Have to go with that far.
See if she can pull this off. If she's short, problem is, yeah, PEI has this tap for 3, so not that that's easy, but Nova Scotia needs a big shot here. Bit of a must make. Here we go, last shot. 5th end, Team Nova Scotia. Skip Michelle Armstrong trying to draw to the inch.
It's still falling.
Can we get a win?
Yeah, it's got to curl though. It's got to curl hard.
This is well out there.
Curl.
Starting to curl now, but that's going to hit it too thick. And PEI lying to and shooting.
Yeah, or tap this one.
Yeah, there's 2 options now where that one bumped to. This hit and roll, you can roll right into that one, or straight roll into the 4-foot.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or, like I said, this tap into there, into there, into there.
You like that? Yeah. I think I'm right about there, because you need to get to the inside of the rock and give it a chance. Yeah. And if I ever hit it thin and you had that catcher. Yeah. Okay.
And it's not, this rock's not high enough. There's no chance she can come over and move one of these out and only get 1. So 2 is going to be on the board unless somehow she wrecks on this one. That would require a pick, though.
Might as well try.
Equally hard shots, so.
What weight here?
We were thinking 9.5 because it's a fairly big roll.
9.5.
5, yeah.
Hit about half a rock. See if they can get their 3rd 3-ender of the game. Final stone, 5th end. This is close. This is not going to quite finish enough. Going to stay right on the nose, and PEI is going to get 2 here and take a 8-3 lead to the 6th end. We'll have that action for you right after this.
one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Great throw.
Back at it here. Getting down to it here at the Canadian Club Curling Championships, sponsored by Everest, and we've got a 5-point lead for the ladies from Prince Edward Island, playing the 6th end of an 8-end game. Gold medals on the line. Nova Scotia with an uphill battle. We'll see what they can do here. Updates from other games. A big steal of 3 for Northern Ontario in the 5th end to take a 6-3 lead over Quebec in the men's bronze medal game. The ladies' bronze medal game is coming down to it here. Manitoba looking good to steal 1, maybe 2. Chance to get a second one in there in the 6th end. Quebec up 1 with the hammer, but in some trouble. And then in the men's gold medal game, it's getting later in the 6th end. 4-2 Ontario. Manitoba with the hammer, and they've got, I don't know what they're playing here, but they've got a setup here. Their second and third shot and shooting. I don't see what they're doing here, though. Maybe I got a bad angle. But anyway, back to our game.
Switch.
Jenique, again, putting her first one in pretty much the perfect spot. And want this real tight.
Just three. Yeah, go.
Even if it's in the rings, I don't think Nova Scotia's going to hit it. And if they do, so be it. I don't think that matters if it's in. I wouldn't hit that if I was Nova Scotia down 5. I would go around the centers, or I'd go over there, or even another corner guard. Anything that's even top 8 or higher now is your friend if you're Nova Scotia. So we're going to play the come around the corner guard. Good looking come around here. Finishing it up.
Great throw.
Very nice pair there. Really perfect.
Really try and cross center with this one. Wait if we can so we don't put the line.
Okay.
You guys got it.
You got it. I think you can.
They're drawn around to the button. Could draw over towards the corner guard. Either are good.
35.
She's playing the guard. I think the players get together just to make me a liar. I promised you the PI wouldn't throw any guards. Since then, they've thrown probably 4 guards. Going with the double centers, really trying to put the pressure on here. Needs to curl. Doesn't quite get there. So Ken Chase shot rock, and a chance to hit and roll and lie 2. Barry could roll right over on top of the red one behind the corner guard. And if you're watching this, I hope you got 2 screens going, because the men's final is super interesting in the 6th right now. This one's going to feather tick, isn't it? Oh, so close, and yet just can't buy a break if you're Nova Scotia right now, and probably going to see that corner guard disappear. The skips always think when they say hard, we're sweeping, and then they think there's another gear because they always say harder, and that just kind of, I'm already doing everything I can. Hit and roll on the guard, open up second shot. Touched.
9-5. 9-5. Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard right here. Never off. Never off. Really hard, Janine. Right to it.
Gotta go here. This one's almost crossing. Don't want to nose this. Maybe accidentally make the double though at least. No, and leaves the guard.
Was I down? 9-6.
So another chance here for Nova Scotia. Good news for PI, at least that guard is yellow now. And they probably can chase on the wide side. It won't look very good, but there's a good view of it. You can see a piece of it on the wide side.
Bumper.
Whoa, got it, curl. Got it, curl.
Just
Curl. Curl.
I don't think this is too far off if the weight's good.
Curl, stay close, Julie. Curl, 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 curl. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
This
going.
is really
keep going.
close.
No roll, no roll.
It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. I can see.
Two mostly buried.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Are they going to require a run back or a very precise chase? Okay, so she can see it. In the men's game, a feather tick on a center guard by Manitoba on Zach's first, and now Ontario drawing into the 4-foot to lie 2. Jordan made a beauty on his first, and he's got it going again here, and Manitoba's in all kinds of trouble.
They're just gonna sink another one though. We could try this. Is there a double? And then if we peel, that's fine. They're frozen. Is there a double? No, they're frozen.
They're frozen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peel.
There would be a double, but you require a lot of weight. It has to go all the way across the rings this way. So it would require something with in the range of probably 5.5 or 6 second peel. So probably not in the toolbox. It's not in the toolbox of many players. Peel this off. Maybe the shooter goes over and bumps up your other yellow. That would be a nice bonus.
Curl, curl, curl. Okay.
Bump that one.
It's fine.
Not quite. So Nova Scotia going to guard here.
You like
Go around the center.
guarding it?
I think you got to go around the center.
I like drawing right in.
If you guard, I think PI might say, all right, we're just going to go right there then.
25.
Just even. Just the top 4.
Top 4.
Manitoba makes a good shot on his last one to get the single, I believe. And Ontario takes the hammer and a 1-point lead to 7. So need this come around.
Where?
Does Nova Scotia down 5 points, but this is a chance for 3. Pretty realistic chance for 3 actually. If this is right on the top of the button there, buried.
Where?
Top 4.
I don't know what PI will do. Hit the open one probably. This needs to curl though.
Yep. Good. Ah, good.
Weight's good, but that's more than half open.
You can chase it.
I don't know that that double's there. That's extremely flat.
Same thing, you just do that really great, Sarah.
But might be able to make this double this way, although you'd have to hit that awfully thin.
You got it, Sarah.
Could just nose this or just kind of hit and roll to the broom and make sure there's a double on the next one, but see what happens. Amanda tapping her head for Sarah here. That's probably usually indicates throw some speed. This is crossing the face and going to roll out on the over curl and leave Nova Scotia lying 2.
Somewhere in front of it.
Now you go around again.
Yep.
Right in there, I think. If you go,
25, 30. Yeah, you got
if you're red and you go right to the top 4.
Just top 8.
If PI hits this one and doesn't roll, you go in there again and you can lie 3 buried, and 4 is not dead yet. I would take this one right into the 4-foot.
Go then.
Just top 8.
Go. Line's good.
It's Sweepers jumped on it right away. This one does not look to be moving very fast.
You gotta go! You gotta go! You gotta drag it, girls! You gotta drag it! You gotta drag it! All the way, all the way, all the way! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Needs to get in for third shot.
Good sweeping.
I think maybe just got there for third.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
I didn't think we had to switch Kathleen.
I think it's 3 red at the moment.
Okay.
Good sweep.
I didn't hear her say that.
Didn't get buried though, so the chances of giving up 4 are much slimmer now.
I don't know.
No?
I said I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hit and roll for PEI. Try and roll right in kind of this area.
Looks like it
Would be ideal.
Maybe that's sweeping.
Never going to get into the red one. It's going to roll lower than that.
Depends what happens. It's always splittable. If
Yeah,
it's not.
yes.
So important to save the shooter, I think, but ideally roll into the side forefoot, even right behind shot rocks. The whole idea being try and really close down the scoring area, make it hard for Nova Scotia to get more than one, but definitely make it hard for them to get more than 2. Into skip stones in the 6th end. Getting closer to finding out who will be crowned the Everest Curling Club champions from 2024.
Janique, all the way. Janique!
Janique's got to get this one curling. Looks like it's going to roll out on the high side, but will it jam on that? Doesn't even catch on the yellow, so. Nova Scotia looking to score multiples. I think lying 2.
I think it's us.
And shooting, so 3 is
You want to bury it anyway?
pretty likely. Very possible anyway. Michelle needs to throw this one top forefoot. Don't want to hang it open here. You know, if it's over there, this double will be pretty makeable. So we want to get it buried in here somewhere, because this rock here is not wide open, so there won't be any easy doubles then, because it'll be hard to do anything but drive this one this way. And that would leave an open draw for 3, which I think
320.
is pretty much the best P I can hope for right now.
25 should be good here.
So here we go. First Nova Scotia skip stone of the 6th end, and drawing to lie 3, trailing by 5.
No line yet.
Line's pretty good.
Even if this goes deep, we'd love to
Still lots of room.
tempt PEI into drawing.
Can you bring it around it?
Yeah, I think they want to sweep this.
Curl, 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 curl.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Will they tempt PEI into following that?
You need to draw one in there, freeze one in, and then
She's going to draw.
this is the call, but
2025?
This is the best result, but the scoreboard tells you to hit something.
14.5 was backing.
Hit the top one or hit the one they just threw. But she didn't hesitate. Amanda Power feeling the draw. Draw one right there.
14-1 for hers that went back 4.
Say that again, sorry?
I had a 14-1 for hers that went back 4.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 14-1, so the speed's coming off a bit.
Okay.
It hasn't changed much in speed.
Anything a little bit buried in this area,
Try to get
or if it is heavy and goes back there, that would also do the trick.
up and down.
Let's make it good.
Can't be heavy and bounce off, and can't be tight and wreck. So it needs to be pretty precise here. Final stone for PEI with a 5-point lead, but looking at 3 or 4 here.
Room. Janique's rock. Lots of room. Janique's rock. Top 4. T. Janique's rock. T back 4.
So we need to make a decision here. They need to be freezing on the back one with where this line is. Need to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to stop. They got a shot for 4.
I like just playing by
So an open hit for 4 here for Team Nova Scotia. And we've got action, folks. Don't go anywhere. I've been telling you all week, don't go anywhere anytime.
Yep.
Unless it's to the washroom or the beer fridge, I guess.
Abby's right there with Bumper, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, isn't really almost anywhere low. It'd have to hit it super thin on the inside to have enough speed to kill the red one, so. Amanda Power was not far off with her last. If she just didn't quite have the line, but that was because she was a little heavy. So final stone. Are we going to have a 1-point game here heading to 7?
Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Hard.
We sure are.
Clean. Just clean.
This is going to be 4 on the board for Team Nova Scotia, and we've got an 8-7 game, folks. Don't go anywhere, assuming they're going to kick the top ones. It is 4, been confirmed, and we'll be back for the final 2 ends right after this.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
We're 8-7 now after controlling the whole game and not playing a particularly poor 6th end, but at the end of as the smoke cleared, it was 4 points for Nova Scotia. And PEI's got the hammer and a 1-point lead. They got to kind of fall back on that. If you told them about an hour and a half ago that you'd be up 1 with the hammer playing 7, they would say, sign me up for that. Hard to convince your brain of that after what's kind of transpired here, but we've got a game and this is getting tight. This can't wreck.
Okay, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. It's got to over curl. So
Good looking come around.
Okay.
Manitoba ladies have tied it up against Quebec. 3-3 playing 7. Quebec with the hammer in the bronze medal game. And then in the other bronze medal game, things are getting away from Team Quebec. Feel bad for the guys. They really had the semifinal won and just an unfortunate last rock and find themselves in the bronze medal game, and they just give up another steal of 3. So I think they're down 9-3 now playing 7. Men's gold medal game. Looks like Manitoba's hitting till I2, but I can't really see. Force is on there. Ontario with the hammer and a 1-point lead. This is curled by the back one, but it is shot on the button.
Corner this, top or wait.
So Jenique needs to follow that down. They wouldn't be overly disappointed if they got the line to bump it back a bit. Back 8's
Okay, no line right now.
not good news.
No line, wait for it.
Needs to curl and die here.
Is it still back 4?
Needs to curl and die here.
Easy, easy.
This is heavy.
Okay.
Stuck another one in there.
And you can feel a bit of a momentum swing. PEI needs a big shot here soon to just kind of right the ship.
Yes. Yep.
Jordan Key on Team Ontario, if you can hear that background applause, just made a 4 or 5 foot double to lie, I think to lie 3, with 1 skip rock each to come in the 1 point lead in 7. So big shot for Manitoba upcoming.
Right to it.
This one looking good.
Keep on it. Keep on it. Hard, 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 hard.
Want to freeze right on the nose of the red one if you can. Didn't get the line. I don't think that is that good. Peel on the guard, but alternatively get one right here. Yeah, you could lie 2 here, bump it back and lie 2. Manitoba wasn't particularly close on his last one, and I think this is a free draw to the rings for 3 for Team Ontario, and that might be ball game over there. This is getting super tight. This is going to end up on the guard. Want to make sure you click it hard enough. Just kind of missed the sweep call a bit. Made a big jump. Not sure if it picked or what, but did that spin in? Not quite. So they weren't overly concerned with that most of the way.
Put it back. This side.
A little on my side. A little on your side. Just like touching the
So Nova Scotia wanting a straight guard on shot rock.
It's a heavier side, so I'm going to give it to you guys.
Not a terrible situation for either team. And it will be 3 on the board for Ontario, and they'll take a 4-point lead to the 8th end, and they've got most of their hands on the trophy here.
Coming up. Just want it on this side of the center. Should be good. Over a little bit more. Little bit more. Little bit more. Little bit more.
Got a peel. Okay.
So saying they got a peel. There is a hole through here, and if you ever just tick that and then got that, it might be good, but peel is a good call. When in doubt, peel the center.
Sorry. Peel it this way.
Probably just concerned about this. Don't think it really matters, but. Emily Best. Need to go to not run this into the pile.
Keep going, Janique.
Sitting beside Emily's husband, Sean, and he looks like he could use a ventilator.
Switch that last second because I was like, ooh,
I feel your pain. Watching people we care about curl is, it's a strange kind of torture. It's that torture that's enjoyable, but extremely stressful.
Okay.
Yeah. Like probably a 30 for Julie.
So need to replace this guard again, and PEI's got to decide where's this leading? If we keep peeling, what is Nova Scotia going to do on their last one? And could they put us into real big trouble?
Line's good.
Like, could they put a potential 2-steal on the line?
Line's good. Take a look.
Not sure. I guess they could freeze one right in the pocket, and that would guarantee a steal and maybe make a 2-steal possible.
Whoa, sit.
This one needs to stop, or that intern chase might be there. Doesn't look great.
Tap this back. Yeah, look what weight do you like at?
Just a freeze bump. Can't.
I don't mind that, making it curl on it. If we tick and peel, that's okay.
We can come this way.
This way we get more curl.
Even if we come here,
I think this is a draw shot right to there.
Yeah, back. Yeah.
And a little bit of sweeping. Bump it back a rock, and I think you're in a really good spot.
I think okay. Do you like that or no? It's just harder to get to it that way.
I think if you were going to play this shot, you should have played it on the last one if you're playing the outturn.
It does curl nicely this way.
Yeah, you're right though. It does just go right into that. Let's try this way. Okay. You see it that way. I like it. So what weight? I think you throw back 8 weight.
So I'm a little bit confused with this one. It looked like if you were wanting to play this, it was definitely there on the last shot. Now this is much harder.
Back 8, back 12 weight.
Okay.
Just try to move things away.
I think this shot's definitely there, but
And if you come off that top red, that's not terrible.
well, yeah, if you come off this one, she's saying, but you can't come off it too thick.
You get it.
It's awfully
Nice
thin to
positive.
get into that one. Big shot here. See if Sarah Spafford can come up with the goods and get the weight right.
Back line, back line.
Can't overthrow this or it won't curl. This is
Hard all the way.
this
You got
doesn't look very good.
it. You got it. Push. You got it.
They want this to hit the guard. If this gets by, Red's going to be line 2 after this. I don't think they wanted to carve that by.
That's okay.
Guard this side.
Yep.
Yeah, big momentum swing in this game.
Yeah, even a high, like anywhere 2, 3.
So they swept it to curl to get it off that guard. I think that made things worse. They would have been better off to chip that guard.
Same weight.
Same weight's good. Yep.
Now Nova Scotia lies 2, shooting. I think they're throwing a guard. The other option is to draw right into the pile, right onto shot rock behind the guard. And
Line's a bit tight. Where?
Little tight. Line's a little tight.
Where?
this is
It's gonna overcurl.
more than a little tight. This is really tight. Might be able to split it off the other guard though.
Off our own guard. No.
But don't want to open it right up.
Just a little. Just a little. Sit.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry.
So Peel incoming.
This way. Okay.
This is dangerous. This could go into there and back into the 4-foot. Straight Peel, I don't know that it gets you all that much. So we'll see what happens here.
Whoa!
Oh no, that's not going to touch anything.
Okay,
Oof. It's all coming apart here at the moment for PEI.
Yeah. Yeah, here?
Yeah.
Where do you want the broom?
Opportunity here.
There.
I know it's a hard shot,
Yep.
but you need to draw right there.
Maybe a smidgen more.
I think that will be good.
Guard is fine. I mean, you're excited. You got 2 in there and a good chance to steal 2. But if the best shot is right there, you could lie 3.
Yeah.
And I don't see how they get any of them out, really, other than running a red one back that could go terribly wrong.
335.
But they are playing this, I think, just a tight guard. The other problem is if it's a tight guard like right there, then this one run into that one might get, you could get all 3 reds moving. Right now, there's no way to get both those reds out. But you can see the
I'd say Abby a bit. Abby.
little hop in the step for Nova Scotia, and the feet are getting a little bit heavy for PEI at the moment. Momentum is a strange beast.
It is overcurling.
Can we play it off our own?
This is over curling.
Play it off our own if you can. Play it off our own if you can.
Okay, well. Okay. Very good.
So over curled, but did it line up the triple peel on the guards? If it did, do these line up into that? I can't tell from here.
I just don't want to like stick that.
Bronze medal game update, 5-3 for Quebec. We got a timeout on our sheet. PI wants to talk about it. A very big situation here late in the game. So Manitoba ladies need a deuce to stay alive, drawing to lie 2 on their third last shot here. Trisha Hill,
If we come to it, we're not second shot, are we?
No.
chance to stay alive here, chance to.
So the only way to be second would be to
I don't
play
think
like back
so.
4 weight, which I still don't.
So I feel
know
like
if
I
we
need
can
to
get.
move something so I have a shot. Yeah. Because right now I don't have a shot. Running in a red though is terrifying.
No, I agree, but
Running in red is terrifying, but I don't
I
see.
can attempt that now. But then what do we have?
So here you can see these. So they're not, if you hit it on the center line side, which you would kind of need to do, I don't think it hits that. If you hit it on the high side, that might spin a bit. That might drag, but it's coming back in there somewhere.
They guard it, then we play the run.
I just don't. You could play this now. I think that's a last shot.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
guess if I
feeling?
don't make that and they sink another one, I don't have
I
anything.
think we have to sink.
Okay.
Sink?
What do you guys think?
I like sinking one in.
You like sinking one?
It's just
Yeah.
then I have to run a red.
I
But
think
at least we have
if
another
you
yellow
but
on
if
top
you
tee
if
over
you
there.
run this, Amanda, you might have it open for something for your last at least. So she has to guard.
Try.
The only thing is, if I ever stick that and
No, I
she's
agree.
sitting 3, that's very
I think we
risky.
play to
We give up 2, we're down 1. We give up
Yeah.
3, we're down 2.
okay.
My gut is this or this, and then try that,
Yeah.
or then try a run.
I think we get another yellow one. If we have a yellow one on top of these reds, then we can run.
Okay. Even if I try to push this back
Yeah.
a little.
Okay.
Okay, so the draw to the button
Wait,
is,
why does this do that? That's what I'm wondering.
it gets us another in the yellow, so I have. Or
So gonna decide it on the
so I have-
draw. I mean, if it is getting tight to this guard,
if it's
wrong
like,
color.
I have something to slash in.
If it's getting close to here and has the right weight, it might be able to get right in here into that pocket almost.
We can drag it.
Her theory is do that and then maybe we can run something into our own then. The run back now, if that went straight back, that would leave them lying 3.
Okay, and last end when I was heavy, I threw a 4.
Yeah, it was a 406.
All right.
So nervous times here for PEI with the hammer and a 1-point lead, but
Let's make it good.
Yeah.
Right on top.
Something I can use.
Ontario men are your 2024 Everest Curling Club champions as they run Manitoba out of rocks and claim the trophy and the title. For 3 out of the 4, it's their second title in 4 years. They won in 2022 as well, and the boys are pretty pumped out there. Love to see it. Undefeated for the week. This one's all over the guard, I'm afraid.
Hard line.
Gonna rub the guard. Maybe give them 2 run backs, though. That's a usable stone.
Yes.
And Team Manitoba won't feel great right now, but a hell of a week and taking home the silver medal of the Canadian Championship.
I think that's right.
Improving on their 2022 showing. They were also at West Edmonton Mall.
Covering that yellow on your side. Or like, you know what I mean?
All right.
And the bronze medal goes on the men's side. Men's side's all wrapped up.
1 or 2 here.
Northern Ontario claiming the bronze medal, taking down Team Quebec and taking home some hardware.
Bit less, Julie.
Both ladies' games still to be decided.
Just thinking of your corners where
Same waist fine.
they want to guard the outside. So. All right. 340 here.
So just guarding one of the yellow guards, I guess.
It's gotta move. It's gotta curl. Curl.
Curl it.
Needs to curl to guard the one they're after.
Hard. Go.
Didn't quite guard it, but it's going to look like it did. So 2 choices for PEI. They have 2 run backs. I think they can see enough of that yellow just.
We don't know much time though.
We're just going for a crotch here.
If it ticks this one first, it's going to be for $1 million.
Yep.
This shot is there for, I can't even see how many are in there. This shot is there for 4.
How about there?
Half the rock.
Peel.
Yeah.
Thicker than half.
But like, how much do we have to hit? I think 3/4. 3/4?
Yeah, it looks like just a little thinner than 3/4. Looks like 2/3, even thick half.
We have to hit? Half rock or 3/4?
3/4
Can
looks
you show them where you need to hit it?
thick. Doesn't really matter to the sweepers. They just got to put their head down. This is an easy one for the sweepers.
You got it.
big shot here. This could be the shot in the arm PEI needs to get to right the ship against the steal of 2. Last shot, 7th end. Here we go. This has got to curl. This isn't close, unfortunately. And Nova Scotia is going to be up 9-8 coming home as they steal 2 more. And we've got live action of the 8th end of the Canadian Championship coming up right after this. We'll be back.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Here we are, last game out there. Gold medal game, Team PEI down 1 with the hammer in a huge turn of events in the last half hour or so, but 9-8 for Nova Scotia. Can PEI get the deuce to wrap this up? The bronze medal game on the ladies' side, Quebec was up 2 coming home, and Manitoba managed to draw for 3. So Manitoba taking home the bronze medal on the ladies' side. This needs to stop for Janique. Really needs to stop. It didn't stop. That's in the rings. But they'll get another chance to hit the free guard zone.
Line's good, yep, yes. Just clean, yep. Stay with it, yep. Just clean.
Trying to hit and roll in front of the red. Maybe you're going to roll a little too far. So I think they had to hit that, but I don't actually think it's that good of a result in terms of you want a center guard if you're. The best way to force is usually with 2 center guards, and now they don't have any. But Janique has to hit the free guard zone here. Has to be halfway, usable guard.
Emily's rock. Emily.
Line's not super important. The depth is everything. Needs to be at least halfway. They got to go for speed here. No, this is good.
Over a little more.
That's perfect. So somebody said freeze to ours. I don't recommend this shot. I think you want to probably throw a tight guard on yours here, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yes, line, Kathleen. Kathleen for line. 4. Yep, all the way for line. 5. Okay, coming nice. Do it. Stay on it. Slide only. Stay on it.
Little bump.
That's fine.
So a pretty good bump there. Not a bad result, but
Control.
you can see there, everything's in the house. The corner guard, as long as PEI hits and stays here, if you could make a double and roll either way, and then eventually they're gonna want to go around that corner guard, but need to stick around. Cannot roll out here. Love to make the roll, but
Hard. Curl. Hard.
nose is pretty good. Leave the red one right behind. Nothing wrong with that.
Just bumper.
Bumper.
So nothing happening yet. Nova Scotia trying to probably basically nose this, hit and roll a little broomside. Can't get tight and cross the face here. They seem to be holding it. I think they're going to be okay.
You got it.
Nice.
Good roll there, right in front. So another chance at the hit and roll.
Same weight. Your weight was good.
Second stone, Emily Best. Again, needs to stick. Don't want them to walk up and peel that corner guard, but even if they make the double, I think I'd almost play the nose double here. I just want everything out of the 8-foot so I can go around that corner guard.
Hard curl. Roll. Big roll. Hard. Go.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And now they can nose that and kind of nullify your guard, so I don't think you want to roll away. I think nose would be the best spot here.
10. Give me a 10-5, Julie.
10-5, so just that control weight. Hit and stay.
Yep. Gotta go. Whoa. Just clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Shell really wants this roll away, and I don't. She's rolling too far. That's not good. So I think now PEI's got to go around the guard. I don't even care if it's shot. It just got to go around that guard. Doesn't even need to be shot. Needs to be second shot and buried, and then the pressure flips over to Nova Scotia. Trying a hit and roll behind the stagger of the Reds. This is a good shot if you can make it.
Low. Solid. Emily. Harder.
Oh, sounds like they're worried about rolling out.
Hard to stick this.
That's rolling out.
Okay.
So Nova Scotia's going to go peel that guard, I would think.
Peel, I'd say.
Guys like here?
Sure, or peel.
Or peel.
Whichever.
Like, yeah.
If you want to go
that makes more sense. This way.
Wait,
You want to throw peel?
Yeah, or 10, like 9-5.
I think you throw a 9.
Wait, I kind of like top 12.
Do you want to use a time?
So they're talking about it.
What?
Do you want to use a time?
9?
No, it's okay.
Time? Sure.
It's okay.
You want to?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So they're going to talk it over. I think the the instinct call is right, the peel. Because then PEI is going to have to try and make a deuce by getting one back here, which is a tough shot. And if they do, you'll always be able to follow them down.
I don't mind the peel, but so the other option is what? Go here?
The peel's great, but if we go here, it puts a lot of freaking pressure on her.
But then
No, I agree.
That's why I kind of like here.
I totally agree, but if we ever go deep, she's crazy on us.
But we're not going to go deep. Julie's going to throw.
Yeah.
I kind of liked your call.
Yeah.
so if we peel, this side's like,
Then they're going to try to draw here.
yeah.
That's correct.
And wonder if we can't get it. Then they're going to come here and sit too. Or we have
I
to
just
creep
think if
down
we
to
ever
it.
go here, they could come around, and we're still
But
looking
then
at.
she might have to draw for the win. Or for
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
We got to make her make a hard shot.
Okay.
Like peel's great, but
So if we peel.
Yeah, like the problem is if we go deep, she's going to do the hit and roll. She'll be shot.
Like we'd have to be.
And then we're into the draw game, right?
Yeah.
So
what do you feel where she's going? Here?
she's just gonna try and freeze on something. She'll probably put it back here.
So there's the time remaining. Plenty of time, but it's easy to burn through a minute and a half or 2 minutes with a conversation. Their timeout's just about up.
I think this will.
I think this is ideal, but if it's not perfect,
I know
and it slides deep,
if I'm PEI, I'm praying to all of the curling gods, whoever you pray to, saying, please don't hit that guard. So if that's what I'm praying for, then Nova Scotia should hit this guard.
9.
Now you got to make the peel, though. And then I think you're going to see PEI try and draw one around there.
Last one was a 10, right?
That part Nova Scotia was correct about, but
Just a 9.
somebody mentioned, what if we can't get it? Well, if you can't get it, you can definitely freeze to it. If you go top 12 and they go around this guard, then you won't be able to get it, and it could be in front of the tee line. So pretty close here.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Trying to curl, though. Good enough. This is looking a lot like an extra end. See if Sarah Spafford can get one. Even if it's, not, it has to be second shot or else they'll just draw away. Needs to get close to the top one.
Back 8.
Back 8's exactly where you need it.
T. Where? T back 8.
She's got some curling to do.
Back 8 coming down.
Got to get this behind the tee line. It's not going to be buried, so
Still
get it deep. That's got to stop if you stay in the house.
Sit down.
Yeah, we're back 12. Sit.
Okay, stayed in the ring, so Nova Scotia can't really ignore that. They're going to have to hit it.
Yeah.
If we can hit it, though, I think we do.
Yeah. Do you want to draw?
Yeah, we can do that. I like that.
Where to?
Yep. T-line.
Okay, going to leave that one there.
Or do you want to make it go away?
We're 1-2. Okay. So I like drawing it
into there.
T-line. No, I like that T-line.
Okay. Can't leave this in a spot like where the crosshouse double is possible. I know it'd be a long one, but if you do, and then it might even make the triple. Could jam there.
Even a tiny bit more can't hurt. Yep.
I still think you just make this rock here go away and let PEI try that come around again. And worst case, you're going to be able to follow and freeze and force the extra. This does the same thing. It just doesn't feel right to leave the opponent's rock in play here.
Don't wanna.
Obviously, red must be lying too.
Don't want to.
You saw how fast this spot was for Janique. Her corner guard just kept going. The other thing is, if this is behind the tee line, it'll give PEI something to freeze to. I think you'll see her try and freeze on that. Yeah, absolutely.
What's that, sorry? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, that's our 7.
So we're getting down to it. Skips first stone in the 8th end of a 1-point game.
Freeze right on top of that. Okay. Yeah.
You hear Amanda say freeze right on top of it.
25 with the ring.
Are we free?
Yeah.
25? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we think because the end of the draw path right now is like a 20 for your draw, so. Okay. I guess we got
Talking about split times.
Nice positive release.
Spot's pretty quick. I'd be shocked in this situation. The nerves are going a bit. The heart's pumping. I'd be shocked if she's light.
Wait's close. Line's good. Really nice. Line's good. Emily's rough.
Just this one in general.
Team effort.
Should curl, but it does need to.
Emily's rough.
This line's looking pretty good if the speed's right.
You got it. Right on top.
This looks good. Got to go for speed, I think. It's over curling. Got to go for speed.
all the way, Shanique, all the way, Shanique, all the way, Shanique, all the way.
Oh, what a good looking shot. That is a pretty damn good shot. Over curled a little bit.
I think so. Yep. Into it.
So a tricky shot here now for Nova Scotia. Got to make that go away.
A bit of it and still make it go.
Yeah.
can really hit it anywhere
Line that way as well.
center line side.
I just threw the peel down here.
Yeah, that's true.
This will curl. We've seen the Mispy over curl here.
Throw the 9.
What are you throwing? What weight do you like? Are you throwing peel? 9?
No, I'm not throwing peel. I'll throw 9. Yep.
So with 9, anything that is broom side of nose, that yellow one should go far enough that you'll lie
I think it's
2
a
at the
little more,
top, but it
Julie.
looks like there's just enough room to make this nose double. So if she could ever hit this roll out, miss the back one, and kill the back red one, there might be a nose double for the win.
Yeah.
Well, it not might be. It would be very difficult, but it would definitely be there. Here we go. Last shot for Nova Scotia in the 8th end. Need this yellow one to go away. Got that one curling. Soft on release. She's going to test my theory here. She's going to be okay here, folks. And the force is on. So now pressure shot for PEI just to get this to the extra end. Just that little bit of over curl on Amanda's freeze made all the difference. So gonna throw the draw here, needs a piece of the forefoot.
We're like in the same weight, yeah.
If you were 25-30.
Is theirs full 8 or full 4? Full 4. Okay. Full 4. Perfect. Right to 4. Same Sarah, I can't see your broom. Oh. Want me to move up?
I think a lot of people would throw the hit here, but I love how confident Amanda was and just feels comfortable with the draw. I'd be worried this spot's slower than where she just threw. I would almost promise it is. Here we go. Potentially the final shot of the Canadian Championship if it's not successful.
Line right now. Emily's right. Line will be fine.
It's not a line shot, it's a speed shot.
Right to 4. Take a look. Emily's rock. Emily's rock.
Supers look like they like it. I think it's on the back one anyway, so we're gonna have some bonus time here, folks. Breathe, PEI fans, that's a tie game. We're going to the extra end. Great shot there under pressure. We'll be back for the extra end of the Canadian final right after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Welcome back to bonus coverage. We've got an extra end. All the marbles on the line. Canadian Championship final, Team PEI versus Team Nova Scotia. Everything that's happened all week until now really doesn't matter. One end to crown a Canadian champion. That look, it does get to the center line, which is important. You can't even chip that if it's not, or if it is on the center line.
Okay.
If it's not, you can. So.
Okay, let's make it.
Got it, Kathleen.
This is where the nerves, if they haven't already been a factor, I promise you, you're feeling it here, and you can go one of two ways. You can embrace it or you can fight it.
It's a little light, eh?
I can tell you what, though, you can't buy this anywhere. People ask me all the time if I miss playing, and it's like, no, I miss this. I miss being in this situation, but I don't miss all the hard work, time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears that it takes to get to these situations. It's a good-looking shot. The line's not overly important here. Just needs to be in the forefoot. Yeah, very nice shot there. Need another guard if for PEI. Not going to throw another guard. Okay, they don't think they do need another guard.
It's just top 4.
Pretty close. T.
Wait, the line's pretty good.
Trying to freeze one right on the nose here. This one is wide open, though, but if it overcurled and went buried, I don't think that would be overly bad either.
Sarah can finish if you can. Only if you can. Whoa, whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
Line looks pretty good. Needs to curl a bit. A little bit heavy, but bounces that one to a pretty good spot. Almost put it behind the button, which ultimately is what you need if you're a PI. You want a center guard, and one behind the button is a dream situation.
Okay.
So board? Board.
If you want hack, ask.
No, I like board.
Okay.
If you lose the back, it's okay.
Okay. Right to the nose or better.
So Kathleen Porter.
Board.
This is.
Clean.
Weird. Yes.
This looks pretty good. Doesn't look very heavy.
Just board.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard.
You're gonna roll too far here, but pretty good shot there. Now if you're PEI, you got to get one right frozen on the button here. Tolerance, if you're thinking tolerance in the extra end of Canadian final, you probably can't afford to, but as the front end, you can a little. If this is short, I still think the better spot for this would be kind of top 12, dead buried, or even just short of the rings.
Where are we?
This needs to curl a lot. This needs to curl.
Hard curl, hard curl. Hard curl, hard, 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 hard.
Really needs to curl. Needs to get to the center line. Not going to quite get there, but
First, you get it. Okay. Good.
for PI, I just want to make sure their rocks are spread out, because you got to keep one of two. You want to keep either the one that's in the rings or the one that's the guard. You could peel the guard here if you're Nova Scotia. That rock there is not overly scary.
How much?
Bumper.
Hey, bumper.
Abby Miller trying hit and roll right in front of shot rock. Just on the nose, just tickles the back one. It looks good, but that's actually an advantage for PEI. They can now, you can see this one sweeping for it to curl at the end. Just curls up enough to just feather that. I think this is the shot.
What? Whatever you're saying.
Can't.
I think I like the double.
Oh no.
Night God.
This is essentially a guard.
Do you like this or the hit and flop? Sorry? I think I like the hit and flop. Yeah. This board?
That rock's not a problem. This is fine. This is better than this. You don't want to hit this rock. That could help you later. You can use that as a guard. I still think you should be drawn right here. But this can get a rock to the same place. And this is a good in-off rock for Nova Scotia later. So I don't hate moving this. It's just harder to do this than it is just to draw there. This needs to curl.
It needs to curl.
This really needs to curl.
Really, really hard. It needs to curl.
It's coming.
Keep it going.
Getting it moving here. Going to end up on the nose. So if I'm Nova Scotia, I consider peeling the guard.
Flop in, that'd be great, I think.
That would be good too, though.
Just board.
Hit and roll right in front of shot rock, and PEI is going to have to move some stuff. not rolling under, but it is going to get to almost nose. So need to make this freeze. PEI. Yeah, there they found it. That's the one right there. Get a rock right there. And I think Nova Scotia is going to start to be a bit worried.
Let's go, Sarah. Right to it. Nice easy kick. We can drag it.
You got it, Sarah.
Nice and easy.
So straight draw the button. See if Sarah can play hero for Team PEI here. Don't want to be heavy. Anything short is usable here. Anything heavy is going to track, and this looks quite heavy and quite wide. Need to get this curl in. Really need to get this curl in. Has to get to the inside here and at least chap off towards the center line.
Grab off this one.
Doing a good job of getting this curl in.
Yep. That's okay.
Okay, usable.
Do we peel?
You have to peel now, yep.
You gotta play.
Do we peel?
The peel's the right call.
Or are they gonna guard it better?
I don't like
You can.
Okay.
You can peel, or you can play here.
Okay.
You
That's-
just gotta decide. Michelle, we don't have a lot of
Okay.
time.
Okay.
You need to peel the guard.
Yep. Play here.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna win it with offense.
What number do you guys want to see? Yeah. What do you think?
If they peel the guard, PEI needs to put a guard back, or they're going to bump this to frozen. And if they do that, they're going to roll off, and everything's going to be pretty open. This is going to, a well-made shot here is going to look good for at least a minute. But if PEI comes down and bumps things around, and then all of a sudden it might not look so good anymore. Back 12, that's not good. You might.
Make sure we go around it. Yep. Keep it out there.
This,
Keep it out there. Keep it out there.
trying to keep this straight to not bump it up for them. That is the tendency. As the pressure ramps up, it's so easy to accidentally throw it too hard.
That was like back 12, so.
Yeah. I think we have to tap it.
Yeah, just a tee.
Tap to freeze here, and
So a little less?
Yeah, just back tee weight.
not much less, but a little bit.
What? A little less than what I just threw. Yeah, sorry.
So there's nobody even out there, and it's still a hard place to hear.
Get it.
Fans are in Struggleville, full-on struggle mode over here. Big shot coming. Tap this to frozen on the button, and
Looks better. Back four. Back four.
Okay, line's
Back eight.
needs to work.
needs to curl still. But if the weight's right, it should curl. This needs to curl. They need to start carving this.
Go, yep.
You need to start carving this.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
Just going to get to the edge of it, I think.
Follow this.
Does it stay for second? Okay. Or for third? Interesting situation.
Can we come Kathleen's way?
I don't like all the yellows.
No. That's kind of why we should have peeled on the first one, but yeah, how do they take that away? This red double is there to lie. Now that this one and this one are out counting, that's big.
What am I doing?
What do you think?
Could still peel.
Think the same thing?
Yeah, let's do it. We're in it now. Yep.
Yeah, I think leave it here.
They are in it now. There's no double off of this one straight to the red, but this is there. Thin tick, and it goes straight into that one, and that would be lost behind the world of guards. And let's see if Julie McAvoy can make the adjustment here. Needs to take a lot of speed off that last one. Overthrew it.
Three's okay.
Three they like though. 3-4.
Yep, stay out there. Where? 4. Okay. Oh.
Don't want to freeze like lining it up right onto the button, but I don't think. Yeah, I do think that's close. Needs to curl. Line's good now.
Whoa. Yeah. Sit.
It's a good shot.
That's okay.
It doesn't feel right to throw a guard when you have the hammer on your third shots, but need to make the double here.
Inside the rock with 9-5.
Other shots are draw one right here.
Curl a ton, yeah.
Kind of surround this one. Like I said, this is there, but that's kind of a last shot. I think this makes some sense. Even if they miss the double and they nose this, Nova Scotia's going to have to guard it. And then you can play this one, and they won't have any way to get it. So
They've all been kind of hanging on the outside in.
Yeah.
exciting finish here.
9-5.
Down to Skips Rocks, final game of the week.
Get that off the button.
I think just an easy 9-5.
I think so too.
9-9, a race to 10 points to win the Canadian Championship. This just needs to be just a hair high of nose. Make that double, and like I said, if it does just miss it and hits it right on the nose, that wouldn't be disappointing either.
It's hard. Really hard.
Really got to go. This is missing that double, so let this curl maybe. Where's the shooter going? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, that side's hooked now. But Shot Rock is open. If that rolled another half a rock, it would have been sneaky good. But it didn't roll far enough that you can hit that yellow. Anything that's going to this red is just going to run into this guy.
I mean,
And that's not going to be good.
Is all she has is that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to sit here.
I'd rather this.
Yeah.
But if it's short,
I hope they're watching their time clock.
But right.
You want to use it now? No. Guys, we got to make a decision.
Yeah.
So what would PEI do if they were shooting right now? So they got a minute and a half and a timeout. Not too tight yet. If PEI was shooting right now, they'd probably just play this draw. Just kind of bump it a rock and stay there. So you got to take that shot away.
I think we leave it
Where we want it, so I
yeah.
give you time.
Yeah, let's go.
I think frozen right on it if you could.
Okay, but it can't hang open. Yeah, it has to come right to the face. So I like just top 12.
I like a 3-4.
So top 12, you're probably going to leave Amanda that same double. And now the other side's kind of blocked for your draw. So if you leave a nose double here, it's going to be very difficult to get in there. Might have to play like a hit and roll off of this guy. So here we go, Michelle Armstrong, first of two shots here in the 9th and extra end.
Stay, Abby. Abby, stay.
Abby's rock.
It will.
Keep that clean. Don't want to see any picks at this point. That's for sure.
Okay, just whoa. Just keep it out there. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave
So just going to be a straight guard. I only see one shot. Well, there's two shots.
That's too flat.
This double is there. I don't know if they see it, but hit like an eighth of this, it goes into that yellow and straight across into that red.
I called it.
Oh, okay.
It's super difficult, but if you make contact with both of these, it automatically hits that red one. It's hard to miss that, but that's really thin on the first one. Like you can't make this double and have it. It's going to spin. So I guess it could spin up. But I think that's their best bet.
It's either I try that same thing, or the thick. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's there.
That's too flat. I don't think anybody sees the around the horn.
We just have to move it. We have two rocks in the 4 foot.
We just have to pick it, basically, double.
Okay.
It's like basically nose.
So just a hair more ice.
Whatever you like.
Hair more ice, I'll throw the same weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've only talked about two shots, and one of them's not physically possible. So they found the right shot.
Were you inside the rock last time? No.
I was maybe just right here.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to this. Again, basically a nose hit, a hair high of nose.
You got a skipper?
And the shooter will probably stay close to there. And
Are we throwing the same weight? Or?
again, it'll be a tricky shot for Nova Scotia to get one into the 4 foot. So difficult shot, but makeable.
Touch more.
Close. Yeah. Close. Yeah. Close. Yes. Close.
Gotta sweep this.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
I think you gotta sweep this. And it's just over curled by nothing. And Nova Scotia are gonna be your Canadian champions. What a thrilling final at the Everest Curling Club Championships. Nova Scotia ladies and Ontario men are your 2024 Canadian champions. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm Brent Lang, signing off for the week. We'll see you next week at the Grand Slam of Curling in St. John's.
The ugliest end ever.